Hello viewers, me and team here. I'm off to work in a little bit, but I figured I'd bring you a quick start of a new Let's Play game before I head out, and since I don't have anything in the stash, for a change, I'm actually going to record and upload a video on the same day. So yes, let's look at it, but before that, I got a response from Absolute Zero, who's also doing YouTube Let's Plays, and he does them on Deity regularly, on my Deity fail video, and since the information is valuable, I figured I would bring it to you guys instead of simply just reading it and noting it for myself. Here's some criticisms of my play. Some of them I agree with, some of them I do not, but I will take you through each of them and my thoughts on them. First of all, is number one point is why did I settle in the jungle? And that's a good point. The return on investment of settling that city was a way too long. It was a major misplay. And even though I settled it without knowing exactly where the AI was, settling in the direction of Alexander probably increased the war chances that I had to get with Alexander and contributed to the fact that he declared on me early. That's not to say that luck wasn't a screwing factor on me in the game, but nevertheless, this was a misplay on my part that cost me, well, I don't know if it cost me the game, but it certainly contributed to doing so. He says it cost me the game, but I think it was just a very bad misplay on my part. So, fair enough. Let's move on to the next one. Never self-tech ironworking. AI gets it like 1500 BC. This is something I'm going to have to disagree with. Early ironworking, when you have gems, can be merited. It can be a strong enough early advantage. I have seen some of the best players on the forum do it, including a big Civ fan reasonably recently, for that matter, as well as some others in a deity culture game I played maybe a year or two ago. So I can't agree with never self-teching ironworking on deity. I've seen better players than either of us do it. So that's pretty much my response to that. Maybe a misplay for me here, but not necessarily in general. Stacking warriors in your territory tends to be better than having them scattered about fog busting. I don't know. Spawn busting can be pretty strong, and I think I showed it reasonably well here. Um, yeah, I know getting axes or chariot outs will be pretty strong, but I don't know. I had no trouble with barbs in this game. The real problem for me was not barbarians, but rather my neighbors, and my using warriors in that situation was probably a misplay, only because of my neighbors being actual threats to me. With the warriors, however, I completely walled barbs, and even by the end of the where I quit, barbs were zero threat to me. Like, there was total non-issue. Delayed my third sight. He wasn't sure why. Yeah, part of that was waiting for ironworking. That just goes back into the misplay in part one. That was a really big mistake on my part. I completely agree with that. He says I was a bit late getting the wheel, or way too late for that matter. And I think that's situational. And normally I would get it early. You see me get it early in a lot of my Let's Plays. And again, I think it all just wraps back into number one. You know, since I was pursuing such early ironworking, I wanted ironworking fast. And when you make a big mistake like that, a lot of other things that you are making concessions to essentially do that misplay come into factors. I am certainly aware of the benefits of the wheel, not only for defensive purposes against barbarians, but also for trade routes and for foreign trade routes. It's pretty valuable. Some people overemphasize it early in the game. Many players easily build them too early in lieu of, for example, high yield tile improvements. But after those are done, it's certainly worth looking at in terms of payback. Whether connecting cities will be worth more to you. Major sprawl, not sure why the sites are so far apart. Basically, I was just trying to block land. And yeah, he says I'll kill myself with distance maintenance. I really wasn't struggling there. I would have done pretty well in this game if I didn't get declared on. So I don't agree on the sprawl thing again. Really, the problem with sprawl in this particular game was that I couldn't protect myself doing it, and as a result, it was a misplay. In a more peaceful game, probably could get away with it. In fact, it might even be an optimal play in some situations, but not this one. This deity fail game, sprawl hurt me, but especially settling the jungle city really hurt me. He had a comment that not opening borders with Roosevelt an interesting thought. Yeah, I know he bribes easy it pleased, but I didn't want to deal with stop trades. My thought process was getting the closer warmongers to like me. Again, maybe I should have just gifted them a city or something. But when you refuse requests to stop trading with AIs, that starts adding up in a hurry. It can easily be a huge net Diplo hit. And I didn't really need Roosevelt. In fact, if they declared on him, I would have probably dogpiled and seen no real bad consequences for doing so. So here again, there's some style changes, and it just depends how the game plays out whether or not that would have been better. Yeah, fourth town settled with no improvements, no workers to immediately improve any tiles. This is one of my consistent biggest problems on Deity. Doing this either takes habits which I've yet to form in terms of having workers ready immediately, or just planning out your moves and doing good micromanagement decisions. And that will and always will be that is and always will be my biggest flaw, I believe, because it's just not fun for me to sit there and plan things out so far in advance. I don't know. All the good players the players who get really awesome times on Deity will take like 16 hours in a game, and so that probably wouldn't be a good viewing experience. But worse yet, I couldn't make it a good viewing experience myself because it wouldn't be fun for me. But certainly, duly noted, it's a big misplay in this game. Not quite as big as the city settling decision, but certainly it's there. Um, he was thinking I was going to get a surprise declaration at 1500 BC or something. Nah, didn't have alphabet, and there's no way to avert what happened. Okay, so he has some suggestions. Get them to please somehow, give the city. That's something I've done in the past, and it's not a bad idea. Maybe I should have settled that jungle city really junky. Deliberately settled it in an awful spot and gifted it to Alex, so that it would be very difficult for him to do anything long term with it, or get meaningful production from it. That probably could have kept me out of war and would have essentially neutered my worst war threat. So that would have been useful, or bribe someone else in. Absolute Zero pulls this off in his Let's Plays a lot, and I have done a lot of extensive testing with it, both on Immortal and Deity off-screen, and found that it's not consistent. You can't just take Alphabet and get someone to accept a bribe for it. For example, you want Shaka to declare on somebody who immediately borders him. If you declare on that person first, you might be able to bribe Shaka in with Alphabet, but you might not. And there's no way to know for certain, short of doing some very, very heavy behind-the-scenes, mechanics calculations, or just saving reloading and seeing if you can get away that way. So bribing like that is, unless you have a big tech lead, not something you can pull off consistently or reliably. Especially because suddenly they'll shift and be like, we have nothing to gain by declaring on this AI, or we can declare close friends, or worse yet, they start plotting more on somebody else that or you before you can get the bribe off, and then your host. So I'd rather not rely on them, bribing them on somebody else. If it's an option that's available, take it, but I don't know. But anyway, this isn't a video solely about my misplays in my Fit Deity fail video, so let's get back to it. Next game up, and you'll notice that I pretty much only play games from the forum lately. Whatever. That's something I prefer, just because I get to see how other people approach the game. This is All Leader Challenge. I originally started by Cicetyle. It has been passed around a few times. It is now in the hands of Benganal, one or the other, and hopefully. And this is going to be a Pericles game, apparently. Crappy Cleese, if you will, in the AI hands. He will occasionally play really well, and occasionally he will just try to make another AI win. Resource bubbles on, please, but otherwise, this is the start. So we're going to get started here. And let's see how long I took there. Almost 10 minutes. Hooray! And, yeah, whatever. Let's go. So we can dedicate the next 20 to actual gameplay. I know that's novel. This is going to be on Immortal Normal. No huts, no events, no cheeseball, crap, fake difficulty, essentially. And that's how I feel about huts and events. So here we go. You can see the settings right here. We are on a fractal map, cylindrical, temperate climate. Pretty standard stuff. Don't worry, more deity stuff is on the way. And there's two ways you could go here. Basically, when considering moving to one of these sugar tiles, you're going to want to see what you're giving up by moving. So my options are to put my scout here or to put my scout here. Essentially, those are the two that will reveal the most information about what I'm giving up to move one east or whatever. And yeah, I just kind of flipped the coin here. Doesn't look like a lot. If you fog look here, looks like we are running mostly forests. Maybe this tile isn't, but a 3 food tile. Man, where's my food? This makes me nervous. You know what? Screw it. I'm just settling in place. Okay, my food is. Oh, okay, so 1 east would have maybe been a slightly better play, but this situation is not bad at all. We got dry corn and dry cows. Dry cows. So we'll just open with the standard agriculture animal husbandry to improve our best tiles. Greece, by the way, starting with fishing and hunting. So not the best for starting techs, honestly, but you could do worse as well. Like having mysticism instead of one of those things. So we got a jungle belt down here. Probably not the best thing to scout early. Border pop's going to reveal this. So my options are to look east for the river. That's probably the first place I'm going to want to settle, barring anything unusual. Oh, and then nope, it's coastal, so probably not. But we will just take a quick swing over here. And basically just get a zigzag spiral pattern looking for places to settle on our immediate borders. And for the first 5 turns, there's not going to be any barbarians of any kind, no animals, nothing like that. So you're pretty much free reign to stand on flatlands until after turn 5. But I don't really like caring about every little movement I make, because you can get screwed by an animal on the forest just as well. You guys have seen it in recent Let's Plays. You've seen some incredible barb hacks against me in recent Let's Plays, for that matter. Alright, a friend from our very first Let's Play, all the way back in my Monarch days, I guess, for playing online. Isabella, she will declare it pleased, but does it rarely because she's a zealot and will tend to go after people she hates for being religious heathens before she goes after anybody who's pleased. She's a unit prob of 25 and really loves people who share her religion, and she tends to found them, such as right now. A little bit more fun with choose religions on, because she actually picks Christianity, which is what she's historically known for supporting a little bit strongly. Torture is fun. No, but whatever. Buddhist Izzy works as well, and is probably one of the more common sites in all of Civilization 4, so there you have it. Buddhist Izzy we get. I will try to micro slightly better in this game than I have in previous ones. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, this is looking like a decent site with creative. I get access to the stone right away. I haven't talked about my traits here. Philosophical for the great people early on, and creative. Essentially, creative saves you early hammers, and also saves you hammers into happiness building investments in the late early game. And hello, lions and bear cavalry. We are going to have to flee from the bear cavalry because it will ruin our day. Even if we are in the most defensive terrain possible, we will be losing odds for certain there. And it's chasing us right into a lion. Great. So I'm just going to move away from threats and try to heal where I can. Spacebar instead of going for healing. So okay, what do I go next? We have some pretty good tiles here, like riverside, grassland hills, that I can improve. So mining looks to be a decent investment. Not sure where Izzy came from. This is a lake, so she could be anywhere over here, even down here. Her scout met from the west pretty quickly, so she's probably straight west or slightly north or south. Either way, no big deal. A couple more space bars there until I am healed up. Space bar for skipping turn. And yeah, I'll just say it at the start of every Let's Play, I'm running bug mod, Beyond the Sword Unaltered gameplay. Check it out on Civ Fanatics forums if you want the mod. That's about all I'm going to say about that. It basically fixes, no, it's not all I'm going to say about that, but it fixes the interface without changing gameplay in any way. And I've taken another barbarian animal beating. I could also farm the sugars. I'm not sure that that's necessarily better without early bronze working. Probably not. Probably not. Also, notice that I don't have espionage on Isabella, so there's a chance that there's nobody else on the continent, or nobody else near us at the very least. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. I'm going to build a couple more warriors here, and start spawn busting. Oh yeah. Why not? Why not? Let's spawn bust. For fun. I wonder if I can get there in time, or if archers will own me. We'll find out. Ugh, so much unit micro. Okay, we have mining, so we can improve another good tile. And a couple choices here. I can go... Oh, geez, I don't know. I can go writing to get open boards with Izzy. She will probably ship me missionaries and underexpand if I do that. So writing's a pretty strong play when you have one of those zealots that spend their hammers on missionaries early. You know, those missionaries are not settlers, not workers, not military units to hose you. So certainly consider that. I don't really jump on the bandwagon of advocating things that I am drinking while Let's Playing and say that this Publix Diet Cherry Cola is awesome. That's right. Just generic store brand FTW. Could also go the Weald, hook up cities, maybe get some cottages going. I'm not really feeling cottages this game though. And I have plenty of food, so not so big on that. I could try like Weald Masonry though for pyramids. That's an interesting play. And something I can probably get away with. Given my neighborly, or I can just pick up archery to try and stay alive. Decisions. You know what? We'll go with wheel. Some instant commerce for when I make my first expansion, and there's an archer in my face. Go away. Stupid archers. Alright, so right away we are encountering some disturbances in the force of archers, and gonna have to watch out for that. Warrior spawn busting is always an adventure, viewers. A lot of people didn't even believe me that it was possible initially on the forums. It took some convincing, and it really wasn't bought until I did it on Deity. They're like, okay, maybe it's plausible to spawn bust with warriors. So trying to keep my scout alive now. I probably should not be moving him 2 spaces on a given turn, because that will get him killed much faster than if I play him carefully. And there we go, I killed 1 archer already. Probably can't take the next one with too well, so I'm not going to. I'm going to run away. Warrior's going to be like a little girly mon. Okay, fine, I'll move 2, but it keeps to the coast. That will minimize, although not eliminate the chances of getting hosed. And I'm at the cap, so maybe 1 more warrior, another worker, and a settler. And we'll just grab the stone, go with masonry, go for some pyramids fun. Who doesn't like the mids, right? It's OP, man. Well, it isn't, but it's good. Certainly no arguments about the pyramids being a good wonder. And I still haven't found Izzy, so I think my prediction of her being west is a reasonable... Oh, God.
Put your shoulder to the wheel.
It's hard to get somebody more douchey than him. It appears that I met him by a workboat up there, so at least he's not on the same continent. And Isabella hates him already. So, you know, the world's not all bad. Not all gone to hell just yet. But still not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Oh, no, he is here. Shoot, he's reasonably close. Oh, that's what I get for not watching. So, already got some funsies going on here. I got the frickin' Mongols near me. Alright, changing plans. Well, I can still go masonry, but I'm probably going to want to settle an antagonizing / douche city and Genghis Khan / well, I don't want to say that on YouTube because it's not very nice. But, yeah, I could settle a hill in his general douche direction and just wall him. Looks like archery is going to be a decent play here, trying to stay alive. And oh god, that's a lot of archers. Yeah, in fact, I'm going archery next, since we're going to be settling a bit more aggressively, and I'm going to want something to deal with both the barbarians and the essential barbarians over here. You know, I want to build up some fortification bonuses before I take on an archer. Unfortunately, they don't want to comply with that wish. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to settle over here initially anyway. And let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. It's going to be kind of rough to get these gems and the corn and stick on a hill. But I want hill cities near him. I'm going to antagonize him a little bit. I don't care, though. I really don't want an imperialistic, aggressive leader hounding me. So, I'm just going to leave my warrior there. It's Isabella's archer. Okay.
It is from their foes.
No, and he's already going to settle there.
The cities learn the lesson of building high walls.
So frustrating. So really not a lot I can do to stop him from settling. Let's see what he does. He's going to take the exact city site that I'm looking to get. Okay, dude. As you wish. If you want to be a freaking douche. Like, hill cities are really good defensively, but I'm kind of limited in how I can do it. For example, if I put it here, I get the gems, but I don't get any reasonable food. Put it here, I get some food, but I don't pick up all the gems. Even so, that might be my best defensive positioning against him, so I should consider it. In fact, why not? We'll do it. We'll even get started like this. Yes, I realize that will cause border tensions, and that makes me smile. You know what? Genghis Khan is a douche, and he can suck a big one. That's all I can say about Genghis Khan. So, whoops. Fortunately, the wheel will allow me instant trade route commerce with my capital. Hooray! And yeah. Still need to find Izzy. That would be useful. Maybe get another warrior out before the archers. I don't know. I think it's more useful than anything else I can build at the moment, other than another worker. But I'd rather grow, I think. And why? Why would you do that? Oh, I guess, you know what? No, that's fine. Tile might grow. See, I got improved tiles here and not improved tiles here. And I can get improved tiles post irrigation over there, so that's actually a little bit stronger. Okay, fine, game. I got a city. I guess I could drop a city like there for the cows. We're gonna play the hills big time here, trying to survive against Genghis douche. And yeah, here I have 15% fortify, 50% defenses for hills, for forest. So I will be odds on against the archer. Not great odds, but okay chance of killing it.
Do not throw the arrow which will return against you.
And yeah, maybe play it a little bit safe, get one archer out, and then a settler. And let's finish the farm as soon as possible. Worker can start building a road to the stone city. We're still going to make a play at the pyramids while trying to survive. And with archery, we should be okay there. Probably just fine. Also going to want writing, get some scientists out, and start with the great person production. Oh, there's Izzy. Okay. Well, now we're not working the cow in the other city, so might as well work it in the city. Ha. At least until growth. And actually, I'm just going to build a road there so I can get a trade network with him right away when I can open borders. Roads, and get up there. Play some archery defense here. Yeah, I miss out on a gem, but I'd rather live, personally. I think I explained in the previous Let's Play that not death is better than death. And I still stick by that, you know. I'm a supporter of survival, both in game and real life. So we'll do what we can with that. Absolutely. This guy's just kind of fortifying, camping out, enjoying himself, perhaps a little too much. Getting some more units out. Okay. Just scan Izzy. There we go. Got a nice trade network. Perfect for pissing Genghis Khan off right away. Gotta love that. He's got new defense and everything. What's he up to? Only 3 cities. Yeah, I can have like 5 cities by now on Immortal, so whatever script he's running, it's not the best one because since the AI pays virtually no maintenance, it really doesn't have a lot of disincentive for expansion, and yet there he goes, not expanding a particular lot. So, whoa, what are you doing? Man, there's just stone, stone, stone everywhere. Please tell me someone on this continent did not get that. Okay, good. Going with the less asinine approach, I suppose. Hey, hey! Broken! Can even grow now. Get some gold. I've worked really hard to get that gold, too. Really hard. I'll not listen to any other complaint. Oh, hello, and goodbye. I could actually boost my defenses against that archer by quickly settling a city there. And I can yank this warrior in there just to lower the odds of an improbable victory, a la previous experience. Some of you might recall that, maybe. Maybe you might recall that. Well, I might as well start roading to the stone since I can't actually improve the corn just yet with the barb archer hovering there. There we go. Next up is here. Hopefully I can make it. Maybe, if I grew, what kind of tile would I get? You know, that's not bad. Get one more archer and grow onto the tile. Okay, I've already got an archer headed down there. Actually, you are just going to play defense. The city in general is just going to play defense. Don't need this warrior who's costing me maintenance now. Fortify up. Notice that I'm playing a little more focused after losing in my last Let's Play. Beautiful. And yeah, just get some more workers over there. I'm probably going to want to start building roads in the direction of this hill. And hill cities right here just because I really don't trust my neighbor. And a hill archer gets a 25% hills defense just for being an archer. But also the base 25% for being on top of a hill. So essentially it's a 50% bonus for the archer unit to be on a hill, and that's another 50% bonus in the city. So they have a 60% bonus without any promotions if they're on a city, if they're defending a city that's on a hill. Very strong, and you'll see that if I get attacked. And then you get 25% fortification and some culture defense, and all of a sudden the even swords don't do very well against them. Very nice. Okay, scout. I think the scout can just lay low. Pretty soon I'm going to get open borders, and I will use that to run the scout through enemy lands and take a look-see at what kind of material they're toting. But, oh, yep, Mongols are already plotting war. That's what I get for in-the-face settling. The only possible out I have here is that he might be going after Izzy. In fact, it's pretty likely I'm not technically a land target with that many. But, yeah, I kind of know better than to rely on that, so we're not going to rely on that. We're going to build a few archers and a settler. Well, I have 2 archers here, so we'll see what he starts stacking up here. If he starts stacking up anything serious, I'll just put out more archers, essentially. Alright, got writing done. That's a pretty big tech for me. Probably want pottery next. And with writing, I'm just going to open borders with Miss Culture and Religion Spreader, and with Genghis Khan. Notice the instant trade route bonus from opening borders. And I'll still let this guy swing over here just to make sure. And alright. So after the settler, I'll probably be going pyramids, cutting workers a little bit for that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to want to start roading over there. And we'll go into Genghis Khan's borders first. This is promising that he doesn't have anything on my borders, and that he had more on my borders a moment ago. That suggests that he took units and is moving them somewhere else. I might actually not get pyramids, but you know what? Survival is just fine. Probably won't lose on this difficulty if I manage survival. Probably. Oh, get away. Get away from me, Dan. Alright. So we'll start on the mids. And we got a nice setup of hills here. Well, whatever. And as soon as the stone gets hooked up... Oh, it is hooked up.
Hath not the potter
We'll see
power
what we can
over the
do.
clay to make one
Self-teching
vessel unto honor
bronze
and
working, I
another
guess.
unto dishonor?
Not going to build a lot of non-financial cottages. Oh, he's got his metal there. Either copper or iron. You can tell because there's a mine on flatlands. Got some more seafood. Not a lot I can do in the capital until I get bronze working. So I guess just, drop some farms here. Gonna put up another archer. Might want to just stuff that on my border for more defensive purposes. You really only need like 4 or 5 archers on this difficulty in order to have a good chance of survival. And that hill means so much. So much to have that hill defensively. Yeah, he's really cutting defenses up there. And I'll probably like put 2 or 3 down here as well and then call it quits. If he declares on me, then I'll just whip out more defenders. I'll whip something else out too. Zing! I'm so mature. Alright, so I do have to be a little bit careful. I'll probably want to drop a city like here or something. That'll complete a wall off up top from Genghis Khan settling cities to my north. This will help, but not protect everything. But it'll help. I'm going to get another border pop here soonish. In fact, after this, I think I'm going to build a library, just because I have enough archers anyway. And here we go. Oh, just beaten by just a little bit. Screw off, Izzy. Nobody likes your style. Wait, that was a different... Well, whatever. Well, okay, fine. You know what? You want to be a land target to Genghis Khan? Have at it. I'm not that desperate for cities. I'll go settle somewhere else. That's fine. In fact, I will probably drop, whoops, my city right here. And it'll take a second border pop to wall that off. But I'll probably just settle another city like here or something and call it a day. So no big deal. And they can settle whatever they want over there and it won't make a difference. Seeing what the lay of the land is. And since I'm pulling guys from there, I really only need defenders in Sparta. And right now it looks like I have enough, so good times. Good times for everybody. We'll see if I get pyramids. I'm like 50-50 on getting pyramids, I think. He's got some more land up there. Nothing impressive, but it's land, I guess. Alright, keep going. Is this worth the plant? I think so. I think so. We'll probably control the cows away from Izzy, unless I screw up. Gonna take a while to get any material improvements down there, so I'm actually just going to start on a worker for now. And Genghis is gonna get a lot of good land. There's not a lot I can do. Oh my god. It's probably me after all. Oh, what's this? Just one. Okay, yeah, it's probably me. That's so unpleasant. So uncool. Let's just get defenses there now. He won't send all of this when he attacks, but no. Especially since you are very likely to declare me anyway. Get back. Get back up there. It's like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Sudden accumulation of units on my borders is unpleasant. Better to just play it safe. But wow. That's obnoxious. Yeah, he's a 35 unit prop. He'll declare it pleased. He's a late game favorite civic, so you're not going to get much there. Just total frustration. And okay, back to a library. I think I'm doing much better with 6 archers in the city. He got me to ramp up my defenses, but otherwise, I am undaunted. Aside from the fact that I'm being a frickin' coward, I am undaunted. How about that? And now there's a Barb City up there. That's great. Well, I'm not going to be able to clear it instantly. But we'll see what I can do. Might as well get in position. Do I have copper?
It is entirely seemly for a young man killed in battle to lie mangled by the bronze spear.
I can get copper if I settle there instead of there. So we'll do that. Oh, I have copper, yes. Let's look up copper. Chop, rather than mine, just to get the hammers into the pyramids a bit sooner. Still uncertain who he's going to declare on. Let's go alphabet. Is anyone picking that up? No. Okay. In fact, I'm just going to cut my slider for now. See what I can research for trading bait later. Got a library. Let's go with a settler. Try and grab this last city site before Izzy gets it. They don't really care what they put here. You know, they're not going to beat me culturally. It's going to be way too hard to compete with my creative trait. That'll also get me to 5 cities with probably a 6th right here. So, yeah, I got enough for national wonders, things like that there. Can I get this turn? Do I get the pyramids? If they are not built already, I will. Yes. Hoorah, pyramids. And I probably want to, yeah, sure. You know what? Go scout out Izzy. That's fine. Probably want to switch over to Buddhism soon. Maybe after pyramids. Alrighty. You see, that just makes me nervous. I have good reason to believe that I am going to be the target of war. Up my caps right away. Hey, hey, hey! I'm clairvoyant. So what do we have here? Sword, axe, spear, spear. Alrighty. Well, I know guerrilla is technically better when you're defending Hell Cities. But I like the versatility. Do I like the versatility? Or am I just going to take Guerrilla? Because Guerrilla 2 is a little bit better than City Garrison 2, 5% better than City Garrison 2, and offers some extra movement on hills, which could come in handy, potentially, if I want to go on the offensive and pillage/choke him. Good stuff. Alright. So, this is rather sad, and until he gets catapults, he's not going to break this. I don't even need walls, you'll see. Oop, he's walking past. Maybe he's targeting Athens. I have to watch out for that. And so, here's where taking Guerrilla wasn't a bad idea. We're just going to take a couple dudes with Guerrilla, a couple duders, and, yep, get in his way. Make this hell on him. Play it a little bit more like multiplayer than I wanted to, but whatever. He's not going to take the city in one turn regardless. He does not have enough units. Unless he hacks me to death. In which case I think I would have grounds to quit. So, yeah. Ooh, we got an axe up here. That's rather inconveniently placed. And I don't want him getting a freebie kill on my warrior. So, away I move. Really? Really, game? Hey, hey, let's win at 28% odds. He won every single fight. Except for one, right? Yep, I killed the spear. Good job. Well, that sucks. You know what, whip a phalanx. Inefficient whipping of phalanx inbound. What I don't want happening is him getting to my capital right away. That's very annoying when that happens. So we're just going to try to block it. And yeah, I'm probably going to lose out on this city site because of this declaration. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But okay. Let's see what you got. You got a retreat. That's what you got. Oh, okay. Don't know what he's planning here. Usually he has some good attack courage and we'll just attack. Now he's moving over there. Hopefully he doesn't change target cities to Thebes or something. I hate when they do crap like that, and yeah, Izzy's definitely got that site. Screw you, game. You're pulling some garbage on me. Well, whatever. And you know, like when you read the game summary, somebody is going to have just rushed him and succeeded. Even though I'd hate rushing people because of the way the random number generator finds a way to make sure that you die from doing so. Anyway, I gotta keep my eye on what he's doing. Looks like he's just healing up for now. He's not gonna want to take peace nicely because of war success, essentially. You know, he killed a couple of my units. I didn't really kill anything of his, so he's gonna be like, I'm winning this war. I won't take peace for anything but a city or tech. And I don't have a tech, so city it is. But I don't want to give him a city. Or you know what? Since Izzy jacked my city, maybe I do. Is there anywhere I can settle it that would just be atrocious and laughable? You know what? Maybe something like up here. That would be interesting. Not sure I can get up there without running into trouble with his units, however. We'll try it. We'll try going up this way. And we're just going to drop a city and give it to him for garbage. Because it's funny. And okay. Time to start stuffing more archers into this city for when he does take 2 here. I mean, really, City Raider 2 acts? Fun. Fun, fun, fun. So, okay, I can still plant a city there. Maybe drop one here. That would get me to 6. And I could also, like, use this. That would be viable, at least. Hopefully Izzy does not feel inclined to settle like a junk here. She'll have to die if she pulls some crap like that. I'm only willing to do so much. Oh, got 4 units again. What do you think the odds are that they just try to bypass my garrisons again? That could be fun. Could be real joy. Oh, yep, there we go. 5 units this time. No horseplay though, so maybe working on a phalanx here wouldn't be a bad move. Definitely went guerrilla on any outstanding archers. Almost mapped out the continent already. That can come in handy. The quarry. Yeah, like, why would he pick me over a worst enemy? This keeps happening in games. Ah, I see. That didn't go very well for him. That went a little bit better for me than him, I'd say. Let's drop a guerrilla guy there. And now he'll be more willing to speak to me sooner as a result of that debacle of an attack. Yeah, let's just try and sneak over here. I'm gonna try to settle as bad a city as possible. Really? I'm curious. Let's see what his odds were. Oh, he was actually a little bit higher somehow. Probably promotion healing. Fortunately, I have an Axeman equivalent to wreck his day. Okay. Not exactly in the clear, but probably going to survive. Probably not going to lose out to him at war. You're pretty worthless. Get out of here. More maintenance saving. Well, nobody's going to be settling up here, so maybe I just want to take the city to be on the safe side. I think that's for the best, maybe. Barracks. Probably not any use to build a barracks, actually. But I need the placehold while I think. Any point of growing right now? A little bit, yeah. A little bit of point of growing. Plus I can get some extra defenders. So, yeah, why don't I do that? Just gotta keep this dude out in the open somewhere. Just need a trash location to settle. Like right here. I'll give him that. I'm sure he'll love that for peace. It's like, yes, I would get a city for peace. Ha 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 ha. Douche. And I'll probably just continue this video until I get this war done, and then I'll go ahead and upload it. And yeah, we'll work from there. But first, he has to be willing to talk to me. Is he building more units to threaten me? Not particularly. I could whip things now if I need to. And you're just fortified right there, buddy. We're going to try to get to city number 6 and call it quits. Yes, I don't want another war person declaring on me because I didn't switch to a religion. So you win, Izzy. I'm switching to Buddhism. No shenanigans from you. Ooh, an engineer. And with representation, I have a strong incentive just to settle him. Are you going to talk to me anytime? Like, you know, this year? Con? Probably not. It's not like I can get any good wonders right now. So you know what? You're getting settled. You're going to bring me some early returns. That's what you're going to do. Whip and run specialists because I have no good alternatives. Am I building a settler anywhere? I am not. You're building a settler. Oh, my scout got himself killed. I could think of worse outcomes than that. Certainly. Nothing too threatening building up on my borders right now. Just gonna send some reinforcements. And let's get this stuff farmed up. Huh. Is it really necessary to work on improved tiles? Really? I guess, because I can grow up to my cap a little bit sooner. And I really need to get out of this war. This war is slowing me down. It's tempting to try and poach a city, but Turfan is also on a hill. No, I meant to click on the trade screen. Okay, Izzy has alphabet. We're going to trade for, we're going to research something else, like aesthetics, which has good trade value, and should maybe allow me... Okay, let's see what he wants. Sparta? More like Knossos. No. We are going to give you roller skates. You can have roller skates. You like roller skates there? I like roller skates. I'm so good. Okay. Well, we've survived an early war from an AI, even though they got some hacks on us on the hills, but they also won some completely legitimate battles. Hopefully now he rolls a war against Isabella, although they probably don't hate each other anymore due to religion, no. But I wasn't even a land target of him when he declared. But anyway, she's a land target too, so maybe I'll get something lucky there. Maybe not. I like how she complains of border tension because she settled on my borders. You can suck one, Izzy. I dislike you now. And this is not going to be a nice, cozy game, is it? But nevertheless, it will be fun, and I will hopefully be able to bring you guys some results. But for now, I'm going to cut the video off. So thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Me and team signing off.